Hello, this is another example of addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions, but this one is a bit more complicated because if we look at the surnames here we've got two terms, so we know that we can put that into brackets to make that a factor. But here, people, this one you should be recognizing as a quadratic equation, a trinomial, people, immediately, and that should tell you step number 1, factorize. Okay? When you have a quadratic trinomial or a difference between two squares or whatever, then you first going to factorize. All right? You get your quadratic trinomial into factors. And my factors, people, then are the different surnames. Okay? Remember here, these are the surnames, and we can see that they are different. So knowing how to factorize a quadratic trinomial, people, I just simply went and written down my factors. One is 2x plus 1, and the other one is x minus 2. Okay, and my second, this is my minus, so my second term has a surname of x minus 2. And remember, we've changed the surname to humans, and the humans are represented by the lowest common multiple, and the lowest common multiple we find by multiplying the denominators. Okay, but here now is something really important. Look here. We've got a factor which is 2x plus 1, okay? And we've got another factor, I'm making this purple, x minus 2. But here, people, we also got x minus 2. So I'm going to color that also purple. Meaning that when I find my lowest common multiple, I will never repeat any factor. So because this is purple and this is purple, people, my lowest common multiple in this case will be 2x plus 1 and x minus 2. Okay, we've got the red bracket and we've got the purple bracket, and that is my lowest common multiple. I do not repeat x minus 2. I've already got that. Okay. So now remember that you must ask yourself, how do you get from 2x plus 1 times x minus 2 to 2x plus 1 times x minus 2? Or I told you, you look at what you have, you already got that bracket, all right? Then you already got that bracket, so you have the complete lowest common multiple, which means that fraction will just simply remain as is, okay? 2x plus 1 and x minus 2, and the one is the purple bracket and the other one is the red bracket. Okay, if we then get to the second fraction, all right, look here, you've got the purple bracket, we've got the purple bracket, meaning here we must multiply the red bracket, and then we need to be fair. Remember, I must multiply the numerator and denominator by the same amount. So I multiply by 2x plus 1 and I multiply by 2x plus 1. So this denominator also becomes the red bracket from there, 2x plus 1, okay, and the purple bracket from there, all right. But my numerator now is 2 times this bracket, meaning I must multiply out the bracket. So 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times 1 is plus 2. But be careful, this is a minus, okay? This is a minus in front of a bracket. All right, so if we now have the same denominator, remember we can now make this 2x plus 1 and x minus 2. The one is purple and the other one is red. I suggest people that you are working with color because it always makes it much easier. Now we can actually simplify our numerator, right? Here we've got 10. Remember, there's a minus in front of the bracket which changes the signs. This is a positive 4x, it becomes a negative. This is a positive 2, it becomes a negative. Okay, so then we have changed that. Then 10 minus 2 equals 8, and that is minus 4x. All right, now be careful, people, because you should recognize here that we still got a common, highest common factor. So we can factorize our numerator, right? So I'm going to change that around minus 4x plus 8 over my red bracket and my purple bracket. I'm not writing this out now. I'm just going to try and save some time. All right, and then if you look at minus 4x plus 8, then my highest common factor is negative 4, okay? And then negative 4x divided by negative 4 gives me a remainder of x, and 8 divided by negative 4 gives me negative 2, okay? Over 2x plus 1 and x minus 2, my purple bracket and my red bracket. But now if you look, you can see that this bracket and this bracket is exactly the same, and dividing 1 by itself gives me a remainder of 1, so I can cancel that one, which now gives me negative 4 over 2x plus 1 as a final answer. So always be on the lookout. When your numerator is simplified, then check whether you can maybe factorize that one as well to be able to cancel it with some part of your denominator or your human beings. All right, so let me just quickly repeat. When we have quadratic trinomials, or we have difference between two squares or whatever, we should always know that we must first factorize, okay? We must factorize our denominators to make them surnames. Then we change our surnames to humans, which is the lowest common multiple. We find the lowest common multiple, people, by simply multiplying the denominators, but important, okay? We do not repeat any part of our denominators, okay? Which in this case then gives me only the second fraction which I need to change. I need to multiply here by the 2x plus 1. Then remember the rule of being fair, all right? Thereafter, we simplify, or we collect like terms in the numerator, okay? Simplify your numerator. Then in this case, we can still factorize the numerator, okay? And we can then cancel more, okay? Cancel the numerator and the denominator to have this in our absolute simplest form. Okay, I hope you understand this. Let me know if I should help you more.